It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word.
We on a mission and that's bringing y'all the truth. You know the problem, but we get into the root. The devil watching, yeah, he always on pursuit. But Jesus is our rock, so we shall not be moved. We on a winning team, so we can't lose. We say facts, cause we hitting y'all with proof. Started from the bottom, now we standing on the roof. As God as our witness, we gon' make it to the moon. When you want the truth, the world be hiding it. This the real word, we providing it. We got Acee, BK, Truth, Rick Star, and we plan to make a movie like it's Pixar. We came a long way from the plantation. We just tryna save your souls from damnation. So if you down with the message, tune in every week. It will lead you to the message that you seek.
It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to The Real Word, Season 6, Episode 24. Shout out to everybody for watching. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting. Shout out to everybody that watched last week's episode. Shout out to the Get Straight to the Point ladies. We did over 84,000 views. So, yeah, we went viral. Yeah, that is the record so far. That's the most views we had so far. So, shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to Get Straight to the Point ladies. And also, shout out to Get to the Point ladies. And also, shout out to Jeffrey. Check out Crackhead video on YouTube. And big shout out to Jeffrey Brown because he hit his goal. He's been able to raise over $22,000 so far, and his campaign, I believe, still got 22 more days left. So shout out to Jeffrey on that. Shout out to all the black entrepreneurs doing their thing.
He did 3.
Facts. So shout out to everybody. So shout out to everybody that's been supporting. Shout out to everybody that has followed us on Instagram. That's at The Real Word Ministries Inc. on Instagram. That's at The Real Word Ministries Inc. on Instagram.
Oh, they definitely been following us on Instagram.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, Instagram is going up, especially our personal page. Y'all see us hopping in and out them foreigns. Shout out to our corporate sponsors. We will name no names. I'm here with my co-host. Introduce yourself.
You already know, man. It's your boy Ace Irving. I'm your Instagram, Ace Irving 11. If it ain't no 11, yo, this bris is not a normal brisket. It tastes good.
And shout out to my other co-host today.
Yeah, he's the boy J. Quan, no long talker.
So shout out to everybody that's been watching. Shout out to everybody that's been subscribing. You can catch us on Facebook, The Real Word Ministries Inc. or Facebook.com/The Real Word 7. That's the number 7 like Mike Vick. Or you can catch us on YouTube. That's YouTube.com/The Real Word TV. That's The Real Word TV, one word on YouTube. You can catch us on the Brick Network every Tuesday and Thursday at 12 noon, 1 a.m. and 4 p.m. So you can check us out there. And you can also check us out on Spotify, Soundcloud, Apple Podcasts, and Pandora. So, to get straight into it, RIP to another week, another one bites the dust.
Rob.
Rest in peace to Black Rob. Whoa. I remember I was in junior high school when that came out. Whoa. So how you guys feel about that, man? All the 90s rappers is going away, man.
Yeah. That's tough. Crazy. DMX and Black Rob.
Yeah.
I feel like
they was in the same era, too, just about. That's wicked.
Yeah, facts.
I feel like right now it's like some little bit of dark times, cause
nah, it's very dark. We going through like some like this gonna like they say this gonna go down in the history books for real because we losing a lot of prominent people too.
Yeah.
Like,
and on top of that, they taking away rappers' life insurance because too many rappers. Well, I hear about that they're trying to take away rappers' life insurance because it's like too many rappers is dying. And they ain't trying to be paying your life insurance and you die, you're dead.
Wow.
They get paid too.
Yeah. Now they get paid money, but their life insurance suck.
Yeah, I mean, I think they were saying something about the labels put life insurance on the rappers because they expect a lot of rappers to die. Like in the last 2 years, a lot of rappers died.
Yeah, but then again, any business put insurance on the employees, so ain't nothing too crazy. Then again,
but the last 2 years alone, too many rappers died.
Yeah, especially
Juice WRLD.
It was just crazy.
And Nipsey.
Thanks.
Kobe a part of it, but even though he's not a rappy, but it's too many.
Like too many of our people, like you know what I mean, like just our people, like people who we would talk about on a daily basis. Like you seen what Kobe did, or you seen what heard the last Nipsey? Like nah.
Everybody just died.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Do you guys feel like somebody's out killing these people?
Yeah, I mean,
sure. Possibly, yeah.
They always come with agendas with everything, so you know how those go.
And what agenda you think they trying to push this time around?
I mean, like your energy.
I agree with that.
Control your energy, your mind. They want to basically get a reaction out of you.
But what you think they get out of that, though?
What do they get out of that?
They get control.
It's basically what I said before. What do they get out of that? It's basically like what I said, when you go to the going through the circus, right?
Mm-hmm.
You try to make it to the arc, but it's like you gotta go through the circus. But in the circus, they got people that's, basically say, "Ooh, come here." They basically tricking you to just stop and give them your attention. Because we all know attention. When you give something your attention, that's basically that person is absorbing power on you.
And energy is the new currency right now. No, attention is the new form of currency right now.
It is.
Unfortunately.
That's why, like, a lot of people be wild now just to go viral, People be risking their lives to go viral nowadays.
Yeah, man. People would literally do anything to really make it.
Just to get some clout, just for people to, like, stare at them. It's like, okay.
Yeah. It's literally, like, to the point where it's like, they said any clout is good clout. Like, it could be bad clout. It's great. Good clout, even better.
I think it's worse for women because women are degrading themselves right now. And it's like you can't really tell them, yo, you're bugging out because they feel like, you're talking down on women or you're not letting them express their sexuality. Because we see like with the whole OnlyFans and Instagram models and girls just selling their bodies. It's like you basically just, instead of prostituting on the corner, you doing it online.
But like that's where the climate is at now with the culture and the music, all that stuff that they listening to. It's like,
but it's like,
man, it's like they conditioned to be. You know what I'm saying?
But that's literally what I said before.
Yeah.
That's what I said about music. Like when you listen to music, it's like you're not drawn into reality no more. Now it's like the music is now your new reality. You feel like
even when it's not.
Yeah, like. I call it radio waves. It passes by you, but it mainly passes by you by the air, and that could literally be, like how we watch movies and all, and we see things just get sucked into your ear like a mummy or zombies, but it's like, they literally show you that on TV, but it doesn't really work that exact way. They just show it to you in a different way, image, but it works the same way, honestly.
Unfortunately. And there's a lot of subconscious programming where it's like the individual could hear something but they don't listen to it, but it still registers in their brain.
Exactly.
Subconscious programming,
yeah, there's the conscious and the subconscious. And sometimes the subconscious has more influence on you than the conscious.
That's a fact.
Exactly, because I honestly think 95% of the time, like, most people is like, not really living theirs by living their life. They're trying to always be somebody else.
That's why people love the internet, because you could become whoever you want.
Exactly, right.
You could. It's like Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus. You see how she had the two different lives, and she just put on a wig and became two different people. Yeah. And you see that with celebrities. Most of them use a fake name as the person that they become. It's almost like an avatar.
Exactly.
Like,
you call him Snoop Dogg, but then
the people, like, they look up to these celebrities, and then these celebrities ain't talking about nothing nothing like knowledgeable, nothing like sensible.
And the ones that are, they oftentimes get ignored or blackballed.
Yeah.
Like Nas, perfect example. Look how much years it took him to win a Grammy.
That's a fact. I was literally,
He should have been.
before I came here, I was literally watching the Illmatic documentary.
Mm-hmm.
I was literally watching it.
It doesn't make any sense, man. A man that's top 5 in rap, and you telling me he only got 1 Grammy? Cause we all
It's
know
politics.
I know it's all politics.
It's all politics.
We all know he's top. If you in the top 5 conversation, it's like, bro, you know damn well that's politics.
Yeah, it's politics.
Just like how when Jay-Z and Beyonce started bailing out people out of jail and supporting prison reform and everything, and then he went 0 for 8 at the Grammys. Like he was nominated for 8 Grammys and he didn't get one. He was tight.
But Jay-Z do got a lot of Grammys though.
Yeah, but I mean, you know,
It's funny how Jay-Z has a lot of Grammys and Nas just now winning a Grammy. That's fishy to me.
Yeah. But
how the hell Jay-Z got 22 Grammys or whatever, and then Nas just
Jay-Z's more of a sellout.
Yeah, because he rapped about
maybe
the
he got
poison.
he got a lot of influence. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Because he does a lot of shit. DMX spoke about it with Jay-Z. Like all of a sudden, DMX didn't drop his album and Jay-Z became the president at Def Jam.
Yeah.
So like he be on some shady stuff. So you just gotta pre it.
Yeah, I mean Jay-Z been shady.
Everybody say that though. That's not a secret.
Yeah, no, it's not.
You could do business with Jay-Z, but you gotta make sure, like, make sure you good, cause Jay-Z could switch with you.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say that, but
He did it to a lot
his
of people.
actions, like.
Yeah, he'll switch on you.
I feel like he should have dead that beef with Kanye, because Kanye really looked up to him. Yeah.
That's a fact. And plus,
He gonna beef with your little
Kanye
bro.
in the billions, so it's like,
Bro, check, bro. Kanye.
he in the same seat as you, bro.
No. Kanye is
Above.
Kanye is the guy. Like, and I know that kind of irks him too. That his little bro passed him by a lot.
Yeah, but
it's like double.
It's mainly because of the Yeezy sneakers. Like,
I know, but like, so that's still him though. That's all his. That's his name.
Oh.
Like, it's alter ego.
The Yeezy sneakers literally passed Jordan as the number 1.
He jumped over Jumpman.
Yeah,
he really did.
Yeezy.
I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, Yeezy, you did it.
Yeah,
Everybody got Yeezys.
And I'm not gonna lie, I like as of recent, I've been always keep it a buck, like listening to him. Feel like like when he says things, even though it's all over the place, I'm able to pick out the stuff that he like makes sense. Yeah,
But yeah, he's a good businessman.
definitely.
He made Yeezy a big business, and then number 2, now he about to do a collab.
I'm keeping it a buck. I feel like Kanye West is like the Elon Musk of like of this generation. The way like he do the fashion thing, like he's a young.
I mean, he said it
entrepreneur tycoonish now that low
he
key
was way younger. Remember when we was watching way younger? He been said, "Yo, I'm gonna be doing this."
Oh yeah, Kanye, right? Yeah.
He said, "I'm gonna be the next." He said, "I'm gonna be the next Steve Jobs. I'm gonna be the next Walt Disney. I'm gonna do all these things."
He's literally that with the clothes. Like if you look at his clothes, he has like everything is just.
Yeah, he got the Yeezy brand.
Wait till he drop it. Wait till he drop it. The Gap thing he did. Remember he signed a deal with Gap like a year ago.
Yeah, nobody was wearing Gap.
When he dropped whatever he
did, be wearing it now.
Just like nobody was wearing Adidas before.
Yeah, bro. Adidas is popping.
We better do a collab with Old Navy.
I mean, hey, they might do it as well.
Yeah, everybody gonna wear that Gap gear, Gap Yeezy gear.
Yeah, you know what the collab come with. They come with a Gap or Yeezy, whatever. The clothing.
And Gap is a big business. Like Gap is worth more than a lot of other clothing companies.
Of course.
Yeah, it's like Banana Republic.
Yeah.
They all the same company.
They're not no small brand. Gap is like big. Yeah. So imagine the market that he's gonna Republic, that's a big move if you really look at it. Yeezy Gap, that's a big move, bro. Yeah, that's a big move.
But he did Louis Vuitton, Nike, Adidas, now he's doing the Gap. And he was supposed to get the Louis Vuitton deal for the clothing, but Nigel jumped over him for that one. Nigel that got the Off-White.
Yeah.
Speaking of Nigel, Virgil. Sorry, I said Nigel. Virgil.
I'm like, I know.
Virgil recently designed a dress for Kid Cudi, and he wore it on Saturday Night Live.
That.
What you guys think about that? Because they saying that's more so contributing to the demasculation the demasculation of the black male.
And I agree with that. And also, like, what he was doing, he was because Kurt Cobain did that on SNL, so that's he was paying homage to that. But still, like,
he did just rap his first album, so
I ain't gonna front. I don't rock with. I don't like to see the image of no black men or any men in a dress, like how Madea be doing that Tyler Perry stuff. Like, growing up as a kid, it was funny, but over the years, as I've gotten older, like 14, 15, I used to look at that, I'm like, man, it's not funny no more, man. Like,
especially when you become conscious of it.
exactly. Like, after a while, it's not funny no more. Like, you don't have to be in a dress to be funny, dude. Like, just why can't you just be a, you know,
regular
word? Like,
he likes being in a dress.
it's like, now you're at the funeral, okay? Now you go to jail, okay? Now you go to Paris. It's like, all right, bro. like, what you gonna do? Fast and Furious? Like,
he is gonna do Fast and Furious.
Hey,
he likes that though.
yeah, apparently.
I don't think Kid
Shout out to
Cudi.
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, because he never did
My
that.
fault.
He was like, I would never wear a dress. I'm not into that.
Shout out to him.
But Kid Cudi was gone for a little bit, and then when he came back is when I See Ghost with Kanye. I think that's what the album was called.
That
Or
was his
Kids
first
See
album.
Ghost. Wait, what was the album that he recently did with Kanye?
Yeah, that was it. Kids See Ghosts.
That's his first album.
No, he dropped the album.
Recently with Kanye.
Yeah, recently with Kanye. But before that, he also dropped the album. I forgot the name of it, but yeah, one of my favorite songs on it was Frequency.
You hear that? Frequency.
Yeah, this Kids See Ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Like, to me, that's kind of a way to sell out, but that's kind of a way for them to break whatever barrier they want to break, because you see almost all of these guys wore dresses, and I feel like that does play in the demasculation of the black male, because they're trying to make it trendy. And one thing I seen in the meme was like, oh, now Virgil is designing dresses. You're gonna see all scammers in dresses next year.
Oh.
And you know, that would be funny, because
That would be.
and Young Thug was on the covers of his album in a dress, and I feel like that's just weird, you know. But there's not a lot of positive black male role models, and I feel like our community is suffering because of that.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm not
it
gonna.
is.
That's why, like, I respect rappers. Any rapper will be they self, like, despite of what they rap about. Like, if they're their whole self, they give you the good, the bad, the ugly. Then I respect you more than you just rapping about guns and shooting all day. Cause like people who
that's
actually
what's the
shoot guns all
trend.
day don't even want to hear that. So
That's what's the trend right now. So they're just picking what's trendy. And plus,
Yeah.
if they pick what's trendy, then it's quicker for you to blow up.
yeah,
And everybody trying to blow up, you know. And nobody trying to go.
but nobody want to be like a positive role model or nothing like that.
No.
Everybody wants to do the same trendy
Because I
stuff.
mean, the reason why people don't really want to be a good role model is because it's just like the old saying, like, if you're the person that's always the nicest, always gets stepped on the most. So
True.
you know, people would just be like,
Yeah.
they say they want to be it, but we all know, like, are people up for those consequences? Are they going?
Well, being a positive role model, nah.
Nah, they're not gonna do it. Because if you gotta see, as a role model, you're gonna get stepped on as well.
I ain't saying I don't mean role model. I mean more of an influence, not role model. Like look up to you, but influence as in like spark the next person like that. Not no role model like look up to me, but influence like put it in the air, put it in the open.
For the next generation to come.
Exactly.
But I think regardless, somebody has to step up. And
Yeah, word. No, but I think like in this time that we in, it's gonna happen. Yeah, it's starting to slowly happen. Like, yeah, all the bad stuff starting to fade away. Like all the fake and snitching and all that stuff starting to fade away.
Snitching?
Like that, all that 2019
6ix9ine is
era.
still out here.
I think that was an era too. Like
6ix9ine.
that 1 year was an era.
nah, I think they've been snitching for it.
No, not the snitching, but like just the clowning, like the overall clowning and all that stuff. Like
Honestly,
it kind of got gimmicky after a
a
while.
lot of these rappers are snitches.
Yeah, true. A lot of them became rappers. A lot of them became rappers because they snitched. Because they're like, I'm gonna rap again, be cool.
Yeah.
I think they've been snitching for a long time. I think it's just now more commercialized, because majority of the time when you're committing crimes, especially when you're committing crimes with a big group of people, and then they start seeing these football numbers, and when the feds get them in the room, people start snitching, bro. Like, even if you look at the La Costa Nostra, which is the Italian and Sicilian mafia, like organized crime. Majority of those guys ratted, you know.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Like Sammy the Bull, he had over 20 murders, and he told, and he got out. You know, a lot of these guys snitch, like they roll, they rat. Like people could say, oh yeah, it's loyalty, but even Rollo recently, that caught the drug charge, his man started ratting, and then he had to take a deal. Yeah.
I didn't even see that, damn.
Yeah, no
That's
choice
crazy,
but to
man.
take a deal.
Yeah.
Free Rollo.
Because most of the time when the feds get you, man, they already got you already, bro.
Yeah, man.
Because they already know.
No, that's
you
true
know.
though. It's like they watch you for a long. They watch you, build it. Like if they own you, like you gonna go down. They just come to bag you up and tag you.
Yeah, and see who else they could take down with
Yeah.
you. There was a couple recent altercations that occurred with police in the news, and there was a couple of police shootings. Like, what do you guys think about that? It's mad weird because they were saying that the army guy that was in Missouri, was it in Missouri with the army guy, or was somebody else got shot in Missouri? Someone got shot in Missouri.
Oh yeah, where the officer
When the officer shot a person and he mistaken for the taser.
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Yeah, it was in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And there was like how George Floyd's girlfriend was the guy that got shot's teacher.
Yeah.
And then
that was all in Minnesota, yeah.
And then the army guy that got pulled over and that got pepper sprayed by the cop, he was what was the big guy that got choked out named Eric Gardner? He was Eric Gardner's nephew.
What?
Yeah,
So they have all these people.
I didn't hear that. What?
Yeah.
That sounds crazy, right?
Yeah.
That's what I say. Like, you know, I be thinking there be a lot of.
And then George Floyd just so happened to be related to the basketball player Stephen Jackson.
Yeah.
Like you know Stephen Jackson, right? He used to be on the Spurs. He's nice, like.
Yeah. It's like they all related.
And they look just alike. You just so happen to be, bro. Like. I ain't never seen no George Floyd.
That's why he's saying it's all a psyop.
Yep.
Like I was, cause like I remember when George Floyd died, and then I'm scrolling like down the feed like George Floyd, and I see Stephen Jackson like he like hysterical like I'm like and I'm looking at him, I'm like wait, are they related? Cause I'm realizing like that they look alike.
All these people giving them bread.
Yeah, bro. I remember he got like the when as soon as he did like the GoFundMe, he got like millions, like good for million.
GoFundMe is a very.
Mad people donated to his thing. It went up to like 15 million, I think.
If you on the news,
George Floyd, like he got like 15 million when I see, and like when it came in the news.
Yeah, once you on the news and you gotta GoFundMe, trust me, your GoFundMe's going up.
Yeah, even if you're on media takeout, you gotta GoFundMe.
Yeah, just be in the media, bro. You're gonna go on GoFundMe.
You're gonna be lit.
Yeah. You're gonna be like, whoo, we made it. They're gonna be like, yeah, we don't need OnlyFans no more. We're going to GoFundMe.
You know what's funny? As I look at this map, I always remember, I think about the UN map.
What about it?
How it looks different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the OnlyFans? Like,
honestly, I think when it comes to OnlyFans, I think like it really messed up the game. Like, I feel mainly like I really feel disappointed and disgusted because
disappointed and disgusted.
Yeah, because like it's devaluing women. Like, you feel me? Like the next generation. On top of that, the reason why I mainly feel like that is because like I got a little sister, and it's basically like, you know, OnlyFans is out here, and I know it's like, damn, OnlyFans is out here. So I'm thinking, I'm deep into like a future generation. I'm like, damn, then what? Like when she get older, what's gonna be out there out here then? And I know it's gonna be way more crazier.
Mm.
So it's like, you know, it's devaluing women. It's basically, you know, like they say, turning a woman out.
Mm.
And then for the woman to find herself back, you know, like they say, some people, well, when they drowning, they ain't gonna try to swim their way back up. They just gonna keep drowning.
What you think, Jaquan, about the OnlyFans?
Nah, I mean, I respect them getting their money, but if that's how they do it, like, I feel like you doing the OnlyFans just proves to the world how much you respect yourself. Like, if that's how much you respect yourself, then hey, that's on you.
The other day, right, I was driving Uber, and then I went to the Bronx. I ended up in the Bronx. I was in the Bronx for a minute. And then I ended up picking up this girl, and her and I was talking, and then she was saying something about she trying to go to Dykeman and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right. And I'm like, yo, so what's good with Dykeman right now? Because she was saying she was originally from the Heights, but she was originally from the Dominican Republic. And I was like, oh, so how are they getting money in the Heights right now? She was like, they do a lot. Like, you know, she was like, oh, the cheapest thing right now. She like, what's hot right now is people going to Cali and then flying the weed from Cali to here and making the money off of it. I said, oh, okay. And then she was like, oh, you know, and girls can make money easy. I said, what you mean? I said, so what you do? She's like, oh, I got a degree in dental hygienist, but I'm a stripper. And then I was like, oh, word? She like, yeah. But she said she's a dancer at first. I said, oh, so what kind of dancer? She said, you know, a stripper dancer. I said, all right. And then she was like, yeah. Because she was talking about she was trying to invest the money that she makes in stripping and building a building in the DR. So I'm like, on the average, how much does a stripper make for a night? She said, on a bad night, maybe like 500. On a good night, maybe like 2,000 or more. I said, oh. So I'm like,
that's cool.
Yeah. And I said, well, why?
I see why girls stripping.
We do see why.
And I said, why would you rather do stripping than dental hygienist? Because dental hygienists, I guess, that's a respectful job and it pays decent. It don't pay bad at all.
That's what I was thinking. Like, cause she was like, I'm a dental hygienist, but I'm like, that's two big contrasts.
Yeah, but she was like, basically, like, she likes the fast money and it's easy. And she was like, how she mostly works in high-end clubs, and dental hygienist is hard work and it's long hours. Like, she gotta work 8 hours, 9 hours to make that bread, but she go in a strip club, she only work like 2-3 hours and make double that in a day. So like, I think that's where we at. Like, it's like they want the fast and easy money.
Yeah,
and
same like how guys want
that's
the
what I
fast
think.
and
Like,
easy
it's an
money
integrity thing. Like, if you wanna shake that ass, shake that ass. If you don't want to, then hey. Like I said, it's how much you respect yourself. Like, if you confident in yourself and you could do that, then do it. And if not, then
yeah, man. I mean, if that's how you get your bread, that's how you get
yeah,
your
like
bread.
that's what I'm saying. If you make that decision, that's the reason I respect it. Like, if you conscious enough to make that decision, like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, then I respect it. But like, just know what comes with it. Like, if everybody,
you know what, everything in life comes with a price, so you know what you signed up for.
But then a lot of women, like, they want to do whatever they want to do and still want you to respect them and accept them the way that they are. And it's like, when you don't, then it's a problem. But at the same time, they have high expectations that they want out of a man. As in, like, they say, oh, I want a man to make 6 figures. I want a man to have his own house, his own car, and to pay all the bills. And then my money is my money, but his money is our money.
like, what?
And he gotta do everything.
That is one of the most stupidest quotes female can ever say.
I mean, if you have money, you could, like, if you have, you could do that or pretend to do that, but like, you gonna have your own money regardless.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think about that? Because I was speaking to one of my female friends the other day, and she was saying the same thing. She was like, oh, I want a man that's rich. And she was like, oh, even if she's like, oh, I wouldn't date a felon. If I date a felon, he has to be a millionaire already. He has to be rich. I said, yo, do you know that there's a difference between rich and wealthy, right? She's like, yeah, I want someone that's wealthy. I said, okay, so what do you bring to the table? I'm like, you don't really cook. You say that you don't want to take care of kids because if you're not feeling in the mood to, you don't want to be burdened with children. You can't keep a job. You claim at times to have mental issues here and there. So it's like, what are you going to be good for? Just taking space in the crib and spending the money, like, and then complaining? And then you got a man now, and you loosey goosey. So it's like, yo, like,
what you gonna be doing later on gonna be worse.
And if a man is rich or have 6 figures, like, he has to work a lot.
That's
like,
a fact.
like these guys you see on TV or these rich guys, like they work mad hours, like all through the night. Like, I was watching the Mark Wahlberg show. It's called Wall Street. And, he's an actor, and he be gone for like 80 days at a time from his house when he's filming a movie, and then when he's home, like all day he's taking meetings. Like he's trying to franchise a fitness business. He's trying to start a he's trying to franchise a burger business. He's also trying to start a clothing line. He also got his own TV brand. And then I forgot what's the fifth business. Oh yeah, I'm a car dealership, a car franchise. And it's like he's taking meetings all the time. Plus, other people come to him to try to get him to invest money into their businesses. So it's like he's a high producing man. So he's hopping off of private jets, jumping in meeting after meeting after meeting, and doing all these things. And he's a family man on top of it. It's like his wife has to hold down the home and hold down the kids while he's gone. And if you don't got a woman that could do that, like, you're screwed. Yeah. Because you're gone most of the time. So a lot of women, like, they can't hold down the home. Like, they can't make sure the bills are paid, make sure the kids go to school, make sure the kids are doing good in school, make sure everything is held down. So some of these women just want to go on shopping sprees all day.
Yeah, most definitely women today, man. Like, they just want to go shopping. Some
of them don't be real. They gotta be realistic. Like,
yeah,
that's one thing we do. I mean, we low key be more realistic than them. Like, they be on some fairy tale. Like, come on.
Yeah, they always want to be on a fairy tale.
And then we calculate the numbers, and they hate us for that. Like, why you think about all that right now? Like, just do it. Like, some of them want to kick up their feet and just wish you do everything. Like, and I don't feel like that's fair. Like, I don't feel like that's fair at all.
I feel like it should be 50-50.
The new word for wish now, they call it manifest.
But the 50-50 thing, some dudes feel like, oh, that 50-50 means that you're a bum. Like, one thing I seen recently was, oh, if you want to go 50-50 with a girl, why does she go 50-50 with you on the coochie? How you going to feel about that?
When I say 50-50, like 50-50, it don't have to be money. 50-50 could be the things like just like I say, what you do around a kid. Like 50-50 could be like you take care of the kids. Like you do all the, like I can make all the money and you do everything else. That's 50-50 to me.
Yeah.
Like some women just like they would literally stay home, maybe not even cook, not even wash.
Yeah, you gotta be doing.
And they got kids, like they don't cook for them. They just like nothing.
If I'm paying for everything, you gotta be cooking.
That's not 50-50. That's not even
You feel me? Like that's the rules. If I'm paying for everything, you gotta be cooking. You gotta be cleaning.
Like at least don't make me do everything. You do something too, like.
You gotta take them kids to school, cause buddy, I'm paying for everything. You think I'm about to be doing everything while I'm paying for everything?
Yeah, and a lot of them. All right, perfect example. G Herbo. He was like, "Yo, I pay for everything in the crib. Like her bread is her bread." But G Herbo's a millionaire, you know. And most likely he's not around most of the time anyways, because, he got a toy, he got to do all of this. And that's one thing that these women need to get in their heads. Like, if you want a dude that's going to make a lot of bread, he's not going to be in the crib like that. Because if he's sitting around the crib just looking at you, he's not making bread. He got to go outside and hustle.
Big fact.
Just like back then, like, that's you got to go out and you got to hustle. Just like back then, you had to go out and hunt and gather. If you don't hunt, they don't eat. Yeah, and it's the same thing now. It's just that the jungle turned into concrete now. Now you're in the concrete jungle, so the hustle flipped. The hustle's different now, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. Even when it comes to like the income, most men don't hit $100,000 worth of income until they're like in their late 40s, early 50s. Like most dudes that's like 20, 30 is not making $100,000, bro. Like how much dudes do you know that's like 20, 30 making $100,000?
I know somebody that's about to be there.
I mean, actually, I actually do know. He's close because he's a programmer. That's why he went to school for straight out of high school. He went to school for programming. He got a job, whatever. And
yeah, but that's like one person. You know how much people you went to school.
And that's what I'm saying. You're right.
That's real.
You're right.
Yeah. To be like an overproducer, bro, like it's mad hard, bro. It's mad hard.
How about we just become those?
Yeah, like I'll use myself for an example, right?
Yeah.
Like if you look at, it's
definitely gonna happen.
Like a lot of the people that like I grew up with, like I outproduced them and I outgrew them, as in like the stuff that I was able to do and the stuff that I was able to accomplish. I used to sit around with them and I was like, yo, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, and they thought that it was a joke, like I'm just talking. I said, alright. And they wouldn't see me for a little bit. I come back like, yo, what you been up to? Yo, what you been up to? And then sometimes I try to bring them in, and they rather not come in or do it with someone else, or try to do it with someone else, just to be like, yeah, I did it on my own, or just get stuck and be stagnant.
True.
And I feel like that's the worst part.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, people always want to, it's like as a man, usually men always like to have their own stuff. And we all know, as men, we all feel like that when it comes to certain things. But you know, there's certain boundaries towards it. But you know, as men, that's just in our human nature. So it's like those feelings always come to you. It's just whether or not when those feelings come, do you take it as a negative or a positive? Because, you know, like they say, everybody can't handle the truth. Some people, they just go based off feelings. So if they feel this way, then that's what they go off of. And feelings is not always everything.
Yeah, and there's also, like, one thing that's realistic is sometimes when you hang around a group of people, that's what you become. Like, I remember, like, when I was younger, like, it used to be this trap house, and I had this friend, like, he used to go there every day. Like, I used to go there some days too, but I was in and out. But him, he would go there as soon as he woke up, and he was there till it was time for him to go to sleep, and he would go home. Like, he would spend the whole day in there just smoked out. And then I was like, yo, why you go over there? Like, look at all the people that's there. Like, they're all losers, bro. And if you stay around them, you're going to become a loser too. Like, they're not doing nothing with themselves. And they don't even like each other. What makes you think that they will like you? And he was like, oh, what you mean? I'm like, yo, bro, this dude is sleeping with this guy's girl. And this guy is robbing this dude for his money. They all using this guy for his crib. Like, do you think they really care about you and they knew each other longer than that? What ended up happening? One guy ended up doing a scam on some other guy's job, got him fired, lost his job. He was the only one out the circle that had a job and that had the crib. He ended up losing his job. He ended up losing his crib. One guy went to jail. The other guy, like, he went off. And the other guy, he went off, the guy that robbed him. And the guy who was my friend, like, he just ended up stuck for mad years. Like, he played that trap for like 3 years. He stayed in the same trap. And I was like, yo, bro, like, you dead just lost like 2-3 years of your life. And you didn't even realize it. And in that 2-3 years of him losing his life, bro, I got 2 college degrees. I ended up getting a job and mad stuff. And then he was like, damn, bro, like, my life just flashed before my eyes.
That's a big fact.
He got stagnant.
He got stuck, like, literally stuck. And the people around him, since they wasn't really doing nothing with themselves, he didn't really have an incentive to do nothing with himself.
Yeah, that's why they say. That's why I say, show me your friends and I'll show you your future.
Man, that's why I respect LeBron. That's why in the last post I wrote, I'm like, LeBron, whatever team I'm on, I try to make them win. You feel me? Because I feel like you build the pieces around you regardless of what team you on, because some people like they expect other people to prop them up. Like, you know how some dudes, when they see you up, then they come around?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of dudes like that, you know?
Yeah, they get, trust me.
Like, they see something like, oh.
We all been feeling like that lately, right? Instagram been hot. Everybody popping up like, hey, how you doing?
I'm telling you.
How can I get on the team?
Extra reactions and stuff.
Like, I always believed in you, you know.
That's their favorite line. Like, I always believed in you, bro.
Like, yeah, bro. Like, I knew you since the day we met. Like, you know.
You was gonna be something special. I knew it.
And they be like, yeah, bro, you know. And then this was the way they feel like they got their title with. He's like, yeah, I held you down. Like, damn.
You owe me, bro. You owe me, bro.
I'm like, owe you for what?
I remember I had this one friend, bro. He helped me with just the intro of a sermon, and he held that over my head. Like, bro, I helped you with that sermon. I helped you go viral, bro. I helped you go viral. I'm like, bro. He was like, yo, once you went viral, you switched up on me, bro. You switched up on me. I said, how, bro? Like, I can't chill with you every day. I can't. Like, I really can't. But then I threw him $50 and he was happy. He was like, yo, good looks, bro, good looks. I always knew you was a real nigga. Good looks.
That's what money do to people.
And that's what it is. Cause
You gave him $50. You're like, oh.
$50. He said, oh, I forgot all about that intro.
He was looking at that $50 like it was a bed.
yeah, to some people that is. That's a come up for them. Sure.
Like $50. That's $1,000 for me.
$20 on bud, $10 on liquor.
Sure.
The rest of the 20 on food.
Shelter free.
They lit after that one.
Yeah, because they got shelter free.
Yeah. And that's a lot of people, bro. Like, they feel like once you make it, you owe them. Like, yo, bro, you owe me, bro. And public perception is different from the actual reality. Because in their minds, like, they could be thinking you making millions.
Outside, they like, yo, I still fly the jets and everything. Be like, whoa, take it easy. Nobody got to the jets part.
Watching a little too hard.
Yeah, like,
Or,
in your mind, you think you trying to calculate them digits too deep.
yeah, watching pockets.
That's definitely watching pockets.
Pocket watching.
Because they looking like, yo, it's a pandemic. Ain't we supposed to be struggling? They be like, how the hell they with it?
It don't feel like a pandemic no more though.
Bro, man.
This is kind of like at the end of all that. It's about to
bad.
open up.
Pandemic.
What's really going on is I heard that last year America printed 3% of all money that's in circulation in that 1 year. So it's like America overprinted money in order for us to get the illusion that we're up. But really, the price of money went down. Why do you think so much things are so expensive now? Like before, back then, think about it. $1,000 would be a lot of money. Now you can spend $1,000. It's nothing. It's like $100 now.
We always say that. Like we always say that. Like that's a buck. Like
That's a buck.
that's just a buck.
Yeah.
It has no value no more.
Or
It has no value, bro. Like,
I remember the time when $1 really used to get you mad.
yeah, for
oh, real, bro.
yeah.
$5 used to be able to feed you for the whole day.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
2006.
$5 can't feed you for the whole day no more.
When I was a kid, bro, $5 used to be my allowance for the week, and I was able to hold it down.
Nah, that's good, but
Yeah. Nah.
today that would not be.
Yeah, and then if you go on a trip, you get $5. You be lit. You get the
Yeah.
hero. You
Yeah.
get the
Oh,
juice
yeah.
and the big
Now
chips.
I'm thinking about it. Like Heroes was probably like $4 back then, like $4.50 or something like
Well,
that.
when you had the hero,
Back in my
everybody
days, it was $3, bro.
$3? It was
Yeah.
like $4 or
when
something.
you had the hero, everybody was
350.
looking at you like, yo, PC.
Yeah, $3.50.
PC. Everybody wanted PC off your sandwich.
Back in my days, bro, a butter roll used to be $1. A sandwich on a roll was $2, and a hero was $3. With $5, you could get a hero, a big juice, and not the 50-cent sperm killer, like brand name juice and a big Doritos. And like maybe 2 bags of chips and get candy.
Oh,
Yeah, you got a whole
For
bag.
$5.
Yeah, you have a whole bag. You be
$5
lit.
can get you like a juice, some chips, and like a snack in the
Yeah.
store and some candy.
Yeah. $5 you used to get you a whole Chinese meal plus a drink.
Oh,
That's a fact.
that's
Yeah.
a fact.
Now it's like what, $4.50 for a plate of Chinese?
Just for the food.
Yeah.
I think it's $5 just for the food.
Yeah.
And that's like a small plate or something. Like
That's why they say prices keep rising so people could keep dying.
Yeah. There's like 10 bands that look like 1,000 now.
Yeah, that's how I look at it. Like 1,000 is like 100, and then 10,000 is 1,000,
20,000 is like
and
2,000.
100,000.
And $100 is like $10 or $20. It's like a $20 bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, $100 is
It basically, yeah.
Yeah, because back then $20 was a lot. Like $20 is like $100.
Nah,
$10 used to
for
be
me,
a lot.
$20 as a kid would last me for the week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, $20
For the week? What if I had $20 as a kid? What? Every
$5
day I'm
a
in the
day.
store.
Yeah.
Every day.
$5 a day. You
Like, I
lit.
got you, bro. Don't worry. Like, no more.
Money in here, man.
Facts. That's why, like, I don't know, bro. Like, right now, I feel like, yo, you just gotta get it. Like, you just gotta stack it and flip it some way,
Yeah.
somehow.
That's what I'm saying. people been leaving it to the media too much. Like, oh yeah, we all broke. Like, I don't know, man. For me being outside and all that, look like a lot of people been eating.
Yeah, the ones that know how to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like hustlers. The one thing we all know, like hustlers always gonna be hustlers. It don't matter what time it is. We always gonna find something to make a hustle out of.
Hustlers make the most money in a drought.
Exactly, because when you in a drought, everything's cost cheaper. So you know,
Everything for sale, just like everything you see here. We bought it last year. Yeah, like we stepped up this whole set last year.
Oh, sure.
During Corona, that's what I'm saying. Like
The flat screen, the tables, the mics.
like, don't let no disaster or pandemic affect you, man. Like, you still could eat.
Bro, I could have shown us all.
Yeah, you don't see the studio looked different like from before. Remember we had the white table, the long white table.
Oh yeah, I'm bugging. Yeah,
And then we had this right there
I know,
before the TV.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, we stepped up.
Yeah.
And then we had the mics that we held in our hands.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, the mics was way back.
Do y'all ever watch some of y'all first couple like early episodes and stuff?
Yeah, cringeworthy. I'm like, now we got 4K, we got motion sensor cameras that shoot live in 4K. You
Shout
know,
out to Jerry, man. That was when we was doing the mic.
facts. You know, we made the best of it. We can say, and you know, it's we still early in it. You know, we 160 episodes in, I believe.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
Y'all got catalog.
yeah, 6 seasons, bro. So toast to that, you know. So, you know, but shout out to the Real Word, man, because you know we been told y'all that the Real Word was gonna be winning. Y'all just now seeing it come to fruition. That's why people want to join the team now. But
you know,
It's the Real
word.
What's
Everybody clicking on like, whoop whoop.
like, what are you guys doing? What exactly do you guys do when we do this show called The Real Word?
Yeah. You know, I'm a construction
And it's like the girl who was taking the pictures, she was like, didn't want to believe it, like we just like you was just a normal person who just had a regular show. She was like, really? Let me see your Instagram.
Just like the guy, he
Yeah, it's like,
how much that cost?
Like,
how much you got this?
Yeah, what do you guys do? And he's like,
yeah,
did you know Jay-Z's jet is like right next door? Like, all right,
I'm like, bro, you the feds, bro. Like, why are you asking all these questions, bro?
Like, yeah.
I'm like, bro, you don't ask Benry where he got his bracelet from. I'm like, yo, bro, like, mind your business, bro. Like, just take the pictures, bro. Like, just take the pictures. It's like, just stand there.
Yo, he acting like he never seen an individual with a watch before.
Yeah, but he probably haven't seen that much black people in one place.
I'm weak.
Getting money, like, you feel me?
Yeah, good.
That's why he's like, yo, we influencers, we online influencers. He's like, really? Like, what's your Instagram?
It's like he didn't want to, like he was trying to, he thought he was gonna say something else. Like, I'm like, nah.
Yeah. When we said, yeah, you know, we're entrepreneurs. We said, you sure? You guys just messing with me, right?
Yeah, like I'm like, bro, like what you trying to insinuate right now? Like,
Yeah,
what are you trying to say? What do you?
Yeah, like we own businesses.
Like, bro, like dogs got that on scene.
He was like, you own businesses?
Yeah, like, bro.
Yes,
like you stereotyping
like, yes.
us, man. Like that's so unfair.
He's like, black people own businesses?
It wasn't computing.
And he the same guy that was talking about where he could literally what? He said he has insurance where he could literally cover 3 cars.
Yeah,
with one.
Yeah, but he don't own the company though. The other older guy owned it.
He don't own it, but I mean, if you could cover 3s, why are you worried about me? Like you good? You could literally cover 3 cars.
But he a worker though. He's not the boss.
He don't gotta be the boss, but if you could cover 3 cars, man, look, worry about you, man. You good. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Like, why are you worried about me?
Yeah, we paid you already. Like, my business.
Yeah, like, y'all got your money.
He just wants to watch.
Y'all got your money, so all you gotta do is just do your service, man. Don't harass us. We just came here to get the service.
Yeah, man. But next up, It's the Jets.
That's the show.
Yeah, you know it's expensive. Fuel for the Jets.
Yeah, but that's the next step, bro. Private jets.
Facts. I'm with that. I see myself doing that.
People gonna feel away on the private jet.
They gonna feel
They're
away.
definitely gonna feel about that one. They're gonna be like, whoa, 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 whoa.
They go like, hello 911, I want to report a crime.
They're like, no.
Yeah, that's funny, bro. I'm be like little baby. Yeah, I spit all this hair. I spit all this bread. Comb your hair.
Wait, what do you say? Spit on his?
Nah, because the baby was on a private jet, and the lady, like the stewardess, like her hair was looking crazy. He was like, "Yo, I spit all this bread. Like, you should at least comb your hair."
Yo. Nah.
And he took the video and it went viral, and it was like, "Look at the baby. Like, this why you can't give black people no money."
We that's that.
Yeah.
Hey, he could do that.
He said at least you could just comb your hair.
Yeah, he said, at least you can just comb your hair.
Yeah. I mean, you in a jet, and you in a nice private jet. Hey, like,
They would have said the same thing to us.
Yeah, I agree though. I agree. I ain't gonna lie.
It's like when you go to a job interview and then you have like your afro out, or if you got like braids, like, oh, that's not professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like, he just reversed it on them because, you know,
he's the boss.
he was the richest person on that plane.
Yeah, and you ain't about, test him. You're not gonna say no to him.
Yeah, because he's a killer, literally. Speaking of killers, like, y'all saw the thing with the lady that got off the ride with her kid, and then the guy pushed her, and then everybody in the park jumped him. I guess you didn't see that.
Which one was that?
Yeah, we're gonna see that later. I'll show you guys. Yeah, but they've been saying that recently, like, black people not doing no protest, no justice, no peace. Like, they pulling up on people, like in South Carolina, where they had the army guy that was trying to intimidate the young black kid because he was walking through the neighborhood. It was like, get out my neighborhood, blah, blah. And then they said that the next day, the whole hood pulled up on his lawn. It was like, come outside, come outside. And he wanted to come outside. It was like, yo, we ain't no with no justice, no peace anymore. Like that. Come outside, bro.
I mean, it's looking like that time though.
It gotta be that time, bro, because
another killer, man. Like, and we all know it's gonna be the same story again. Like, these cops is not gonna get.
Yeah, no, that's not really one that, like, none of them never get penalized. It's like the worst that happens is like what they lose. They lose their job. Or
they don't gotta work where they.
Or they get fired, but they get paid like a paid relief or something. They just never end up in the jail. Like,
they still keep that.
Mm-hmm.
They never go to jail. Like, you took a life. You should go to jail, man.
Yeah, the system not really gonna change.
Yeah, I think I know why. I feel like if they go to jail, like, because they're police officers going to jail, the inmates in there will violate them. That's what I feel.
Of course they're gonna do.
Because you're a police officer when you're in jail, they might violate you.
What y'all think about what Chris Cuomo said? He said that there won't be police reform until police start killing white kids.
Yeah, I ain't no front. Yo. When he said that, when I read, nah, that's wild, bro. For him to say that,
yeah,
like, right?
Cuomo brother.
Bro, for him to say that, bro, that's something like no offense, that's something like a rapper I would expect to say for him. Like, that's wild, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He is right though.
No, he probably trying to
Get black votes.
Yeah, like he's trying to speak on behalf of, like,
black.
Yeah, trying to, like, nah. That's just wild as a white man saying that. Like, you look worse as a white man saying that.
Yeah,
They're like traitor.
Yeah, I feel like
no more checks for you.
Nah, nobody mess with him. Nah,
they
that was wild.
They gonna give him the 6ix9ine treatment.
What y'all think about recently in the news? It was about one of the founders of Black Lives Matter. She used the money from Black Lives Matter to invest in houses in white neighborhoods. There was like how she spent a couple mil too, because it was in white neighborhoods, and it was like, of course she spent it in white neighborhoods. She's not trying to live in no black hood, but there was like she could have bought way more houses in black hoods and be like, okay, Black Lives Matter bought affordable housing for black people. And they would have got tax breaks too on top of it, especially if it's a HUD area, but instead not hood but HUD, like HUD.
Yeah.
But instead, like, they bought it in these affluent neighborhoods, and people, and they got a lot of flack for that. Like, so what you guys think about that?
I mean, personally, how I feel about that, like I said, like, you know, like, they literally make a clown of black people all the time. It's like a constant trend. Like, you know, when black people think, oh yeah, they here to support us, bro. Like, no, they're not. They've literally been eating off you for decades, centuries. Many centuries they've been literally eating off you by making a mockery out of you. And the mockery they make out of you, they make money off it. That's why they call it the entertainment industry in the first place.
Facts.
True.
They like, yeah. Like, as in, most time black people, they value money as like number one. And we all know, they know that. Because at the end of the day, they created this culture.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, so it's like, obviously they know all the tricks, because if you created the game, then you know all the buttons to click, all the cheat codes and everything.
That's a whole fact.
So that's why I'm saying, like, they literally be making a mockery all the time. And they laugh at you. They know the truth. That's why I say, like, you know, like, the one thing that they always try to do is hide the truth from you, because they all know, like, they don't mind paying you the bread to hide the truth from you, because, like...
That's why it made it illegal to read at one time.
Exactly. Because because we all know knowledge is power. If you know your true self, then they can't mess with you no more. They can't do that.
That's why the Bible said, let man know thyself.
Right. You gotta know yourself to know where you're going.
Exactly. Like, if you always follow somebody, how you gonna lead your own self? And you ain't gonna be with somebody all the damn time. Like, we all know you came in this world by yourself, and you gonna cook and go out this world by yourself. Like, yeah, you gonna have those support systems and all, but at the end of the day, you gotta always make sure you can take care of yourself as well.
Yeah, man. So, closing thoughts, gentlemen?
Closing thoughts.
Everything in life come with a price.
And like, rest in peace, Black Rob and DMX.
Oh yeah, DMX.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna
real
hold
one.
They did you cold.
They did him dirty.
Yeah.
Flesh, blood of my blood.
The plug pulled up on him and they said, bravo.
They were saying something about how some strange doctors came into the hospital, and then
nobody known them and nothing.
Yeah, nobody knew them, and they stayed there up until the point where DMX was dead, and then they left. So I don't know who these doctors was. This is a lot going on.
You feel like his death was suspect murder?
Of course
it
was
is,
suspect.
and plus, like,
I know it was definitely suspect. I don't think,
to be honest, like, he didn't look like he was in the shape of him taking drugs. Like, he looked mad happy. Like, I was looking forward to everything that he got going on, because like, he was mad fresh looking, like clean in her face and everything. Like,
yeah, just did the verses.
Yeah,
with Snoop Dogg.
And like, he did Drink Champs too. When you watch the Drink Champs, you could just tell, like, look at him, like, he's sober. He, like, you could see it. You know somebody's like freshly alive. Like,
yeah, I feel like they took him out.
Or like, how you just gonna OD? Like, oh, he gonna wake up like, you know what? I'm gonna do something today, and just
Facts.
You know what? You're not.
And plus, like, since if a person like that too, you don't OD. Like, if you're taking drugs for a certain amount of period, you don't OD.
Nah,
you don't. You just.
I mean, a lot of people get. That's why I said there's a lot of agendas with things.
Unless you bugged out, but hey. Yeah, man. My closing thought is just keep your third eye open, stay focused, take care of what you gotta take care of. Don't remain stagnant no matter what the situation is around you, Don't feel sorry for you and don't be a voluntary victim. You understand what I'm saying? Stay prayed up because the spirit is willing but the flesh is weak.
That's a big fan.
So we thank you all for joining us tonight. Shout out to everybody that support the real word. Shout out to everybody that's helped us to get this far so far. Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. You know, we was speaking about a lot of random topics, but hey, these were things that needed to be spoken about.
True that.
So we thank you all for joining us. Rest in peace, DMX. Rest in peace, Black Rob. And we see you next week for episode 25. So shout out to all y'all for coming.
It's the real word. It's the real